What's up, everybody? You're tuned in to another episode of Off the Yard. I'm Big Lance, and today we're talking about revenge, man. A dish served very cold sometimes. Without further ado, let's just get into it, man. It's rolling like a six-shot gunning, and the miles keep dragging on. Trying to make it home. Grabbing a long one, life with a long run. Wind whistling the devil's outlaw song. And he strums along. He said, la 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 la. La 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 la. Welcome to Gladiator School. Man, there's a lot of stuff in the penitentiary that you must be aware of. You got the guards always breathing down your neck. You got the administration always giving you some crazy rules. And you got the inmates. Now, I did almost 14 years of my life in this prison system. And there's a lot of things that I saw that affected me later on in life. You know, you have variations of people in the penitentiary, man. You got the old heads who have been there for a long time. You've got the guys that are doing their little 5 and 10 years. And then you got the new cats. And the problem I've talked about before is that when you have such a variation of generational gap, there's going to be conflict, man. We don't see the world through the same eyes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So go take a look at maybe if you're in your 40s or 50s, go look at your grown son or daughter and imagine a whole bunch of them running around 24/7. And that's what it is. The guys get older and they start becoming old men. And old men don't want to be around young men because it's different. A lot of people don't think about that. You know, they think about the now. Oh my God, I'm locked up. Oh God, now I'm in prison, right? Well, what about later on? When you are older, you're weaker, you're smarter, but you become an easy target, easy prey as you get older, man. A lot of you. Now, there's some guys that are just savage. You know, I know old guys that from the day they started to the day they died in the penitentiary were just savage, would poke you up. I am not one of those people. I'm not that guy, man. So I know that about myself. I don't try to portray that image. I don't try to present myself in that manner at all. I always tell my son, protect the person that you project, right? Protect your image, man. It's a very important thing. That being said, I'm going to tell you a story about revenge and how it happened the way I saw it. You have different levels of prisons. Level in our state is 1 through 5. Used to be 6. 1 being the easiest, 5 being the worst. I've been to the worst. I've been to the worst that this state has to offer, bro. And it's not fun. It's not a fun place. There used to be a sign out front with our governor at the time, Governor Allen. Him sitting like this when I rolled up to Red Onion, and it said, "Welcome to hell on earth." Let's go, right? Welcome to hell on earth. And it was. It was terrible. I hated every minute of it. There was not one part of that prison that I enjoyed. So, there's always some sort of like back and forth going on between somebody and somebody else. You're going to have people who like to ride the phone. You're going to have people who are disrespectful. You're going to have people who think that they're entitled to have things that other people aren't just because they are them. That is not true. When you're in a prison system, you have to be respectful, man. You can't be, loud capping. You can't be pushing somebody around and expect there not to be retaliation most of the time. And that's, what people don't think about is they might have gotten into an argument and nothing happened. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. That does not mean that it's not going to happen. So, I'm not going to give you a spoiler. So, we're on the phone. We're out in the day room one day, right? And, there was this young kid who had been there a little while, but he liked to call his girl. He had like a 3 or 4 year sentence. He was up on the high level because he was just rowdy, didn't care, right? And he had already, and we call it a click. Yo, man, you get one click. If everyone's trying to use the phone, you get one click. You're not going to click and go, click and go, click and go. You know what I mean? Now, if there's time and nobody trying to use the jack, cool. You can click, click, click all you want. But in a crunch time, it is a certain time of day when everybody wants to call their family, you're going to click and you're going to pass the phone on. You can jump back into the line. If there's time, you may go again. That isn't the prison's rule. That's our rule. We try to keep it fair because it keeps it copacetic, man. It keeps people from fighting and stabbing each other. So anyway, the young boy's on the phone. He goes to click. Click. Old head was after him. Old head said, hey, yo, young blood. What's up, bro? I need the jack. What's up? Man, F you, old man. Nothing, baby. This old man tripping. This old man's tripping. See, what people don't understand, too, is that us old men, we grew up fist fighting. We grew up using our hands, not our fingers. A lot of these young boys can't fight. I've noticed that. They cannot fight. They talk like they are a giant and weigh 120 pounds. Will they pull a trigger? Absolutely. Will they have remorse for it? Absolutely not. That is the mindset. I will give them that. But when you take away the pew-pews, all you got's these, young blood. So if you're going to be a gangster, you better learn how to use them. Because there will come a point in time when you must. Anyway, he says it again to him. He taps him. Hey, blood. Hey, young blood. That's what he's calling about. Young blood. He said, come on, man. You know what time it is. Don't dial the phone, bro. He said, hold on, baby. He's already dialed. He's already on the call. A double click. Hold on, baby. Hey, old man, I told you I ain't giving you the phone. You get it when I'm done. Old man said, all right. Hey, you got it, bro. Goes on, does his thing. Nothing happens, right? Now, I knew this older dude. I knew him, man. I knew him. And I've done a lot of time with him. He was there for my first prison bid and was there on my last prison bid. He was not ever going home. It's a thing you have to think about, too, in prison, who you're talking to. Yeah, man, he's old. Yeah, he might be 55, 60 years old, man. But there's a reason why that guy's doing a life sentence, bro. There's a reason behind it. And even the youngin's homeboy come to him and say, hey, bro, what are you doing? What are you thinking? He said, man, that old MF ain't doing nothing, man. Psst, forget him. Kick back, feet up. Just a very disrespectful young man, which a lot of these young dudes are. They really are. Very disrespectful. I'm dealing with a few of them myself right now, and it's really messing me up. How disrespectful they are, man. Anyway, the day ends, whatever, man. There's no fight, there's nothing like that. Then, about 3 days later, man, that situation, everyone forgot about that situation, right? No one's thinking about that situation. I was thinking about it. I knew it was coming. That old man sat in that cell, didn't come out for about a day. And when somebody does that, man, after a situation, there's a couple things that I feel like a man's thinking. Is it worth it? How am I going to do it? What am I going to use? Right? It's chess, not checkers, man. Checkers is fight right now. Boom, go to the hole. Nah, that doesn't prove a point. Not in the penitentiary, it doesn't. Everybody fist fights. This man was doing the rest of his life in the penitentiary, man. He was never going home. He was not going to see the street again. He does not care about a street case, going to court, getting more time, his life sentence. What are they going to do? This young boy was going home in a couple years, man. Had a girlfriend, whatever, living a normal young man's life. Could have got out, done his time, been respectful. But he chose not to, didn't he? He chose to mouth off to this old man. So when he's on the phone, the old man comes up to him, "Hey, young blood, get that phone, man." Anyway. Why do you got that? Why? That old man that come out to sell that day, and you can always tell, something else before I climatically end this. When a man's getting ready to do something, he's going to come out looking a certain type of way, man. Usually he's going to have a very stern expression on his face. Usually he's going to be prepared for a battle, meaning that he's not going to have on anything but his state boots. They're going to be tied tight, right? He's maybe going to have, if he's going to war with another man on a yard, he's going to have his jacket packed with magazines and books or paper so he doesn't get stabbed in his main arteries or his organs. And what a lot of us old heads used to do is, when we come out with a banger, we would take the banger and tie it on our hands so it wouldn't fall out. Because when you're fighting multiple people, it could come out. And then you're left with no banger. You're just standing with your hand and somebody swinging a blade at you. So that's kind of how dude came out, right? The old man. Young boy kicked back, feet up again, looking dumb in the face, right? And when he realized this ain't his mama he's talking to, this isn't his daddy, this isn't his uncle, this ain't his pappy. This is a man with a life sentence who had double homicide, who was never going home. And you told him you ain't care what he said, that you was going to use that phone again? You're a moron. That old man stepped back, and when he reaches his arm way back, like you ever watch him slap competitions? That's how he did it. He brought it back like this, and that blade was attached to the bottom of his hand, wrapped up. And when he went in, bam, through the back of this boy's neck, right into his spinal cord. Instantly. Your life, gone. Boom. Your history, nobody cares. Your kid has no dad. Your girl is crying at your funeral. You have a closed casket. I'm getting ready to do a video on top 10 things to not do in prison. I'm going to go ahead and let you know this is one of them. Do not disrespect a man just for the sake of being disrespectful. Do not think that you can judge a book by its cover, man. Everybody gets old, hopefully. You're going to get old. I'm going to get old, hopefully, God willing. And you will become weak. You will come to a humbling reality that you are an old man. And that old man, he had a respect for everybody, man. He didn't walk around like he was a stone cold killer, man. He walked around very, very pleasant, actually. Had him a little job, went to the job, did the job, come home, made his coffee, watched the news, went to bed early, and stayed out the way, man. Did his time like a man. I did 14 years in the system. I did my time like a man, right? I didn't just go disrespect people just because I wanted to be a disrespectful idiot. That boy didn't see any more days. He didn't have to worry about probation. He didn't have to worry about finding a job when he got out. He didn't have to worry about getting his court fines paid off. Nah. That old man took care of all them problems for him. Yep. And when he pulled it out, he went back in him again. And that was it, 2 times. So, lesson of the day, kids, ladies and gentlemen, be respectful. Start now. Don't wait to go to prison to learn to be respectful. Don't wait to get locked up to become this great man of inspirational honor, like a lot of us did. Man up, dude. Be respectful to your family, to whoever's house you live in, to your lady, to whoever. Just be respectful. You will get a lot further in life, my man, if you respect those around you, because you don't know what the next person is going through. You don't know what the next person's life has been like. Right? You don't. I want to say also, man, before we end this video, I love you guys. Thank you so much. We hit 40K last night. Let's go. Right? 40K, man. Just a month ago, we were at 25. That's a lot. That's 15,000 new people. 15,000 new members of the Gladiator Gang, baby. Salute to the Gladiator Gang, man. Much love to all my A1s from day one. And as always, man, stay up, stay out. Stay sucker free, man. Be blessed. Gladiator Gang, Gladiator Gang, Gladiator Gang. I'm Big Lane. I'm Big Lane. Tuned in to all the Gladiator Gang, Gladiator Gang, Gladiator Gang. I'm Big Lane. I'm Big Lane. Tuned in to all the Gladiator Gang.